Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live stream broadcast of non-league boys basketball action featuring the visiting 4A Emerald Ridge Jaguars taking on the 3A Kelso Hilanders here at Kelso High School. Good to have you with us. Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media and Kelso High School Athletics, as we are just about set for pregame introductions in this one. Teams that are not familiar with each other will get to know one another in a very short while. Emerald Ridge comes into this ball game 4-3 overall. 4A team playing out of the South Puget Sound League. A couple of very quality athletes on the roster, including their star quarterback Jake Skockle, wide receiver target Tony Harst. So it's going to be a up and down track meet, I got a feeling here. But again, out of the South Puget Sound League, Kelso taking their tour of the South Puget Sound League here this week. They just finished up a game with Bethel, plays in the same league, same classification, and they took care of Bethel 69-54. The Highlanders remain undefeated so far this season at 5-0. Looking to improve on that record, obviously, by one more win. Possibly go 6-0. And tomorrow night, they're going to host Rogers of Puyallup. Same league, same classification. So it's going to be a test for Kelso here tonight. See if they can keep up with a bigger school in Emerald Ridge, as we've got John Webb on the PA giving us introductions for tonight's ball game. Be sure to share the live stream link if you could, folks, with friends and family. This is the very first broadcast that Emerald Ridge has ever been featured for any sport, so that's pretty cool. And we're going to have the national anthem here, the flag dropping down from the rafters.
Let's meet the starters. First for the visiting Emerald Ridge Jaguars. The sophomore guard, number 4, Jordan Bennett. The senior guard, number 5, Tony Hursty. And the sophomore guard, number 11, Michael Turner. The sophomore forward, number 20, James McGriff. And the junior forward, number 24, Dominique Pace. Head coach Pat Mullen, the Emerald Ridge Jaguars. All right, K-Town. It's time to get on your feet and start bleeding blue and gold for your Kelso Hilanders. He wears number 1 for a reason at 5'9", senior guard Mike Henderson. There's a new sheriff in town, 6-foot senior guard number 3, Easton Marshall. A major scorer, number 5'11", senior point guard number 5, Aiden York. The 6'4" junior condor man at Wade, number 11, Trenton Hagel. And the man in the middle at 6'6", senior post, the shot back, Pete Stewart.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, national anthem has been played. Introductions have been made, just about ready for tip-off between Emerald Ridge and Kelso. Again, Kelso 5-0, Emerald Ridge 4-3. Common opponent between the two is Bethel. Emerald Ridge did defeat Bethel as well, 73-60. Should be a pretty close matchup here just by looking at the box scores and the lineup. Jamaze McGriff will jump it against Kelso's Peyton Stewart to get this thing started. Stewart wins the tip. Kelso controls. Henderson will bring it across and get Kelso into the offense. Nice little move there. Go baseline kick far side, and it's Hayden Yore. 3-zip. Highlanders on top. Henderson with the dime. Entry to the foul line. And a kick far side. Good patience here. McGriff goes near side, reverse layup off the window, 3-2. Yore drives left, cut off. Gets a high screen from Stewart, rotates it far side, settles into a spot that he just hit from. This one's short, rebound collected by Emerald Ridge. Player down for Kelso, no call. Henderson reaches in and gets the ball. Long outlet up ahead on target. Acrobatic attempt there at the rim by Easton Marshall. Draws contact and will head to the free throw line for two. Nice play by Henderson. Assist and a steal and nearly another assist there. And Easton Marshall will settle in at the free throw line. First one off back iron. Foul was called against Michael Turner, his first. Second free throw also off back iron. Rebound Jaguars. Hesitation, drive into the paint, kick near sideline. Nice drop off, McGriff in front of Stewart. Stewart alters the shot, saved inbounds by Yore, and now out of bounds. It's going to be off of Henderson. Pressure in the backcourt, not giving up on the play is Jordan Bennett of Emerald Ridge. 3-2 Highlanders, 6:42 first quarter, just underway. So far working through the big man McGriff, 6'5", and he's got the ball, shakes right, kicks left side. A little bit too much sauce on that one. Bennett can't handle it, and it's out of bounds in front of the Kelso Highlanders student section. For those who made it here in attendance, hard to get off the couch when you're not supposed to be at school. Christmas vacation for the Kelso School District, much like every other school district in the state of Washington by now. Lob down low, Stewart back to the basket, deep positioning. Tough to defend the big man who's recently inked his name to play football at Michigan State. Peyton Stewart puts the Highlanders back on top by 3, 5-2. High post entry kicked for the tie. Bennett has it go in and out. Stewart clears the glass. In the passing lane, ball tapped in the backcourt. Henderson recovers. Long outlet near sideline. Yore gets a screen and looking for some help. Gets it back. Stewart looking to reset with 13 on the shot clock. Henderson comes and gets it. Henderson finds a cutter back door. It's Yore, and Yore goes it up and under and had to avoid contact. Got caught in between the rims, so he went front side and airballed it. Fast break, shot up, rolls off. Stewart again with the rebound. And a drive baseline. Foul is going to be called. Yore trying to get around Tony Harsty, and he's going to pick up the personal. It's his first personal. It's the second Jaguar team foul. Entry. Stewart double team down low, drop step spin near side off the glass. Again, excellent position. Even with two guys on him, Stewart a load to deal with. Able to easily move guys off their spot. If you're Emerald Ridge, you might want to see if you can adjust and just kind of get in his way, although you're asking a lot to take a charge from a 270-pound, 6'6" monster like Stewart. Nice play there. To keep it alive and go up is Dominique Pace. Pace, great individual effort. Tapped the ball up off the glass for another opportunity and was the first to get to it. Difficult putback bucket. 7-4. Stewart, shoulders in, contact, no call. But they're probably going to let that one go. You're not going to see too many ticky-tack fouls get called in Stewart's favor as the ball's out of bounds. Kelso will retain possession. Kelso doing a good job working inside. Stewart comes open near block, steps out, 10-footer, long. Rebound, Emerald Ridge. It's McGriff who gets the board. Harsty moves it near side. Bennett for three in the tie. Yes, cash. No, that's a long two, they say. So it's a 1-point lead for Kelso. Yor slashes his way in, and a late whistle. Foul's going to be called. Hayden's going to work his way to the free throw line. Hayden, a next level prospect, will play college ball somewhere. Still waiting to figure out where that's going to be, but he's already got 3 points for Kelso. Looking for more at the free throw line. And Hayden settles in and hits the first of two. Got some subs here for Emerald Ridge, so new faces for me to learn. Chase Dillon into the ball game. And then Blake Muhlenbrook. Second free throw good. Yor with 5. Lead back out to 3 for Kelso. Feed, high post. Muhlenbrook gives it up. Harsty back to the top, nearly stolen by Marshall. Bennett skips it near side, back to Harsty. Harsty jabs right, dribbles in. Difficult shot in front of two Highlanders. Misses it off back iron. Nice backdoor cut. Marshall, give the dime to Triton Hagdahl. Daniel, we've got a timeout. 11-6. Easton Marshall cutting backdoor. Great vision there by the 6'4" wing, Triton Hagdahl Daniel. Not a guy that's going to fill up the box score on the point side of it, but definitely a guy that's going to do some dirty work, rebound some basketballs, set some good screens. And like there, great vision. 11-6 your score here, still in the first quarter, 3:45 to go. Early start time here compared to normal games in the state of Washington for the varsity level. But a lot of teams are playing tournament basketball here this week. Not a tournament here at Kelso, but a couple of teams coming down tomorrow. Battleground's going to make the trip. They're going to take on Emerald Ridge at 1 o'clock. And then at 4:45, Rogers of Puyallup will take on Kelso. And again, fans, please feel free to comment in the live stream comment section. Thoughts, prayers, hopes, dreams, favorite color, favorite team, who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, all the above. After the timeout, 11-6. Emerald Ridge looking to cut into the Highlanders' lead here on the road. Bennett skips it. Zone defense here being played, and traveling's called against Harsty. Kelso ball near sideline. Just an unforced error there. Harsty's got to settle in and put the ball on the deck before moving his feet. Henderson brings it across. Kelso working with the lead. Hagdahl Daniel double teamed at the top momentarily. Tight defense extended beyond the three-point line. Fake crossover, now a crossover left. Dump off, bucket into the ball game, and on the score sheet is number 23, Tyler Davis. But that play was created basically by Hayden Yor the entire way. Harsty moves it far side. Bennett being guarded by Henderson skips it back to Harsty. Nice in and out, and then a foul down low. Probably a smart foul on Yor, as he really didn't give the shooter an opportunity to play through the foul. This is going to be a shooting foul, and it's going to put Jamaze McGriff on the free throw line. A 6'5" sophomore, good measurables and good jump. Might have a chance to see him pack it here tonight. McGriff hits the first. Into the ball game, number 4, Alex Dieter, and also number 2, Briar Iddings for Kelso. Second free throw by McGriff off front iron, and we're going to get a foul over the back. A lot of length there by Chase Dillon off the bench, 6'4" senior. But apparently just a little bit over the back there, 13-7. Highlander basketball with the lead. A little full court man-to-man being played, but looks like Emerald Ridge is going to settle back. And Kelso gets it across with ease. Iddings with it near side. Picks up his dribble, looking for help, bounce pass. Nice play there defensively. And we've got a jump ball called in there for Emerald Ridge as Blake Muhlenbrook. And Stewart's going to check back in for Davis. So Coach Kinch gives Stewart a quick rest and wants to get him back out there and collect some very important rebounds. This zone defense so far giving Emerald Ridge a little bit of problems working on the perimeter, trying to get everything inside. Bounce pass off the legs of the intended target. Kelso comes away with another turnover. Stewart, the trailer, gets a screen set for Henderson, who steps into a long jumper off back iron. Harsty with it. Harsty out in front. Look at the speed there. Lob up front. Count the bucket and one. Athletic play there by Jameis McGriff. Harsty got it going. Full speed ahead downhill. I said you might see a pack job, and that's what they were looking for there on the alley-oop to McGriff. Instead, they'll just settle for the bucket and the harm. And McGriff's free throw's good. Now 6 in the ball game. Yor with it near side. Skips it back. Marshall, ball fake, picks it up, swings it back. Yor, no hezzy. 3 on the way, short. Offensive rebound, though, Dieter. Dieter resets. Wise decision there. Pass down low. Iddings on the baseline, kicks it out. So now zone defense being played by Emerald Ridge. Kelso skips it far side. Marshall for 3, no good. Dieter again there. Out jumps Harsty, tries a bounce pass. It's off the leg of a Jaguar. Then Iddings recovers, throws it into the Jags bench. Emerald Ridge will settle for possession. 1:27 to go first quarter. 13-10, Emerald Ridge trailed the entire way so far in this one. Chance to tie or just cut into the lead here on this possession. Free throw line, shot taken and hit. McGriff, 8 now, and it's a 1-point game. Iddings, cut off baseline. Kelso resets volleyball line near side. Now far side Marshall. Drop step spin, foul is going to be called. McGriff is going to pick up this personal. Stewart with deep position. That's the first personal on Jameis McGriff. So Stewart at the line, 2-shot foul, 56.9 left in the first quarter. Stewart no good on the first. Few free throw opportunities left on the board so far here for Kelso in the first period. And Stewart off back iron on the second, and the rebound, though, tapped out for Kelso. Shot up with the left hand, of course, by Easton Marshall. Gets those free throws back for the Highlanders, and the lead back up to 3. Near corner 3 for the tie. Cash. Muhlenbrook with the bucket, 15 all. Long pass up ahead. Stewart drop step spin, gets McGriff off of his feet. Patient move there by Stewart. Kelso right back in front. Kick near corner. Instant replay. This time no good. A lot of contact there on the loose ball and contact again on the far sideline, and it's going to draw a foul against Kelso. Dieter over there trying to get the loose ball. Unable to, but over there for Emerald Ridge. It was Calvontre White. Triton Hagdahl Daniel checking back in here for Kelso. A little bit more length. 14 seconds left in the opening period. High post, low post, kick out. Near side. White for three. Yes, and that's the lead at the buzzer. Emerald Ridge will take the only lead they've had of the game into the second period. Big three-point bucket there by Calvontre White. Emerald Ridge starting to figure out the spacing and work in the corner in the zone defense that Kelso's applied here so far in the opening quarter. 18-17, Jaguars leading by 1. Fans will be back here tomorrow night. It's going to be a 4:45 p.m. tip-off between Kelso and Rogers. So if you want to come on back and check out some more basketball action between 4A, 3A opponents, this is your spot. And again, fans, please be sure to like and share the live stream with friends and family. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Leading scorers for Kelso in the opening quarter, Peyton Stewart with 6. Hayden Yore with 5. Easton Marshall with 4. Tyler Davis with 2. Jamaze McGriff, 8 points, leading Emerald Ridge and all players in the game. But a couple of big three-point buckets off the bench. Blake Muhlenbrook and then Calvontre White, each with made threes. It's going to be Kelso basketball to start the second. Henderson hop steps into a three. It's short. Long rebound. Muhlenbrook with it. White drives and kicks to the corner, and then out of the corner, top of the key. Good ball movement. Entry. Tough shot. Missed. Rebound Henderson. And then a bounce pass nearly thrown away. Great save there by Yore. Yore drives to a spot. Shot no good. Foul called. White taps his chest twice. The universal my bad sign. So no controversy there on the foul call. Hayden Yore will head to the line. 2 for 2 at the free throw line so far. He's got 5 in the game. Hits the first. Tied up again at 18. Harsty back into the ball game for Emerald Ridge, subbing in for White. Brennan Aoki checking out as well. Bennett back in there as Yore 4 for 4 from the line now. Kelso reclaims the lead 19-18. McGriff, three-point line extended, moves it far side. Harsty lobs it down low. McGriff goes up and catches, doesn't have any space to shoot. Stewart there defensively, 4 on the shot clock. Harsty crosses over, finds some space. Stewart comes out, bothers the shot. Great decision there. Yore able to settle in for the rebound. Good awareness there by Stewart to know that the shot clock was almost expired. Goes up strong and hits. Muscles it up and in front of McGriff. McGriff's got to be careful playing with a foul. Doesn't want to pick up a second early in the second quarter. Don't blame him. He's been very important for Emerald Ridge so far in the game. And for Joe Kinch, you might look to go back to that. 3 on the way, rolls off. Stewart there with the rebound. Henderson now brings it across. Cut off right. Trying to bring it back left. Great defense here. Henderson goes all the way to the baseline. Gets it out to Stewart at the high post. Henderson head fakes, gets around McGriff, tries to lay it off, instead goes near side, gets it back, 3 up and on the way, no good. Stewart taps it out, controlled though by Bennett. Harsty, fake pass, blocked by the big man. Stewart comes out, reads it beautifully. Outlet, far sideline. Yor has a double team around him. Screen up top. Now Henderson. Tight pass, Henderson. Gets it into Stewart. Stewart just a load down there. McGriff has given up probably 70 pounds realistically to Peyton Stewart, who's now in double figures, 10 in the game. Drive baseline. Stewart gets his hand on that one, helped by Hagdahl, and Kelso doing a good job collapsing now, leading by 5, 23-18 with the ball again. And now the game plan is sagging down low on Stewart. Yor for 3, off back iron, and it goes right to his spot. Bennett there for the rebound. Transition up ahead, kick far side, 3 up and on the way, and no good. And Henderson able to control the tap. Long outlet up ahead. Look who. Stewart goes far side off the glass, reverse style. 12 now for Peyton, and he's just dominating the paint so far here in the ball game. Turnaround shot, McGriff, no good. Henderson there for another board. And we're going to get a whistle right near half court as Henderson was bringing it up. It's going to go against Jordan Bennett. That's his second personal. Stewart's going to get a breather. Yor's going to check out. Morgan Kaiser also checking out. Inbound goes to Davis. Davis throws it up quickly in front of McGriff, and rebound to McGriff, and he'll bring it across for ER. Establishing near block, McGriff, and a foul is going to be called. Let's see if it's going to be shooting. Yes, it is. Ryan Chinchin, the official on the baseline. It's going to award McGriff with 2 shots, 4:11 to go here in the first half, 25-18. Badly needed free throws here already for Emerald Ridge. They just got need something to feel good about. Let's get their confidence back. McGriff swishes home the first, now with 9. And make it 10, double figures now for McGriff. Can't help but think about baseball player Fred McGriff from the Atlanta Braves back in the 90s. Little full court man-to-man. Down low, underneath the basket. And flipping up the shot into contact is Davis, and he'll head to the line for 2. Hayden Yor up off the bench after a quick breather. Davis hits the first, now 3 in the game. And Henderson will sit down for a breather. So Yor, Marshall, Davis, Hagdahl, and Iddings out there as Davis hits again from the line. Harsty picks it up, moves it far side. Ball slapped by Marshall, but Harsty still able to get it. This is exactly what Kelso wants, is to keep everything far outside the perimeter. Good rebound there by Hagdahl. Entry pass, tough to make. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Defense collapsing as Davis was in the paint. That's a long pass to make, though, against a really athletic team and a long team as well in Emerald Ridge. Might want to think about making the extra pass and then look for that entry. Camden says Crime Dog checking in. Love it. Difficult shot by Easton Marshall. 29-20, largest Highlander lead of the game. High post entry, McGriff kicks it back near side. Harsty, top of the circle for three. Badly needed bucket. Tony Harsty, his first bucket of the game. Long pass up ahead. Marshall shimmies right, drives left, cut off. Hagdahl steps out for three, airballed long. Outlet up ahead. Yor gets a hand on it, and Yor saves it, but it's right to McGriff. And McGriff goes in. Marshall comes in as well and fouls. And let's see if they've got shots on this one. And it will be 2 shots here for McGriff. And he hits the first, now 11 in the game. Stewart and Henderson and Alex Dieter checking in. 2:37 to go here in the first half. It's a 4-0 run currently for Emerald Ridge after trailing by 9 just a few moments ago. And McGriff's second free throw is good. Smooth stroke for the 6'5 sophomore. Definitely a player to watch for years to come, or at least a couple more years to come. Henderson break. Yor goes right in front of McGriff on the far side, beats him to the spot off the glass. That's why Yor is going to be playing at the next level. Got a feeling with the athleticism and the measurables that McGriff possesses that we might see the same. High pass, a little too high, out of bounds, intended for Langston down low. Muhlenbrook checking back in here with 2:17 to go. Stewart with 12, Yor with 9, leading the way for Kelso. Pass attempt back to the near side to Henderson is tapped and stolen away. What a recovery, though, by the big man Stewart. Blocks Harsty's shot. ER recovers. Muhlenbrook with it. No look pass far side. Stewart again says, get that out of here. 3-on-2 break. Henderson to Stewart, travels, who cares? Goes up, and he's fouled. Stewart has erased at least 4 shots so far here in the first half. That's the 4th team foul on Emerald Ridge. It's the 2nd personal on McGriff. Stewart hits the first.
Checking in number 15,
Calvantre White checking back into the ball game. Had a big 3 at the end of the first quarter at the buzzer for Emerald Ridge. They could use a big shot or 2 here before the end of the half. Stewart hits again, and Kelso's going to take their first charge timeout. We're going to keep it right here with the Emerald Ridge huddle. Again, Emerald Ridge from South Hill, Washington, coached by Pat Mullen, playing the South Puget Sound 4A League, 4-3 overall on the season. .144 to go here in the first half. 33-25. Highlanders on top here in this one. Harsty will bring it up. McGriff takes it himself for 3, and it gets the roll. 15 now for McGriff. Huge bucket. Feed down low, not expecting it was Dieter. And guess who comes up with it? McGriff brings it across, passes out near side, now to the top of the circle. Harsty jump stop, tries to feed it down low. Yor cuts it off. McGriff strong though. It's a personal 5-0 run for McGriff, 33-30. ER closed out the first quarter strong as well. Kelso looking for a response here. Dump down low. Stewart, too strong. Moves McGriff off his spot. Doesn't want to pick up a third foul. Wise decision there by Kelso to go back down to Peyton. 35-30. Far side, drive baseline, nearly out of bounds is Muhlenbrook. Kicked out, now White with it. White skips it, near side Harsty. Beyond the volleyball line. Bounce pass, high post, turnaround fade, shot missed by McGriff. Kelso can hold for the final shot, You're with it. Henderson retrieves now on the K with 11 seconds left in the first half. Clock down to 7. You're high pass, bat of the way, loose. Henderson feeds it. Good if it goes. Marshall, and it's off at the buzzer. 35-30, your score at the end of the first half. Kelso will take the lead into the locker room. Peyton Stewart, what a half. Got a triple-double watch here tonight for Peyton Stewart. 16 points, a handful of rebounds, a handful of block shots. Hayden You're with 9. Easton Marshall with 6. And Tyler Davis with 4. 17 for Jamaze McGriff in the first half for Emerald Ridge. What a battle it is tonight between McGriff and Stewart. McGriff leading all scorers with 17, but Stewart right on his tail with 16. So again, fans, we're at the half, just under 10 minutes until the start of the second half, as fans are going to pour out of the stands and attempt to shoot the basketball without embarrassing themselves too much.
This is it. Here's how it works. You miss, you sit down. You're done. Can you make round 2? $100 on the line from Santa Claus.
So if you miss it, you're out. Wow, tough. So you're out right there, yeah. $100 on the line here. Got some little guys out here too. I'd love to see one of the youngsters win it.
He's in round 2.
And then Mr. You're bringing it up to the white line. Check out this ensemble here.
Cowboy up. Now ride that pony into the sunset. You're done. And good try. He's headed to the cheap seats. Katie. Merry Christmas, Katie. It's only $100.
Oh,
Oh no. Fabian's going back to the stands in tears.
oh, here we go. This is what we need right here.
And here comes Tiny Tim. for
Get it up there.
round 2 Christmas miracle.
Granny style. Get in there. Oh,
Sleep tight. Sam will be coming to town soon enough. Oh, we have another finalist here in round 2.
oh, yikes.
Oh, take your time, sweet thing. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Hold on a second. We gotta make this contest last. We got 3 minutes, so take your time, take a deep breath here. This is round 2. The Highlander pressure free throw. The $100 St. Nick giveaway.
Oh, sinks it.
He's got ice.
2 for 2.
He makes round 3. The pressure free throw.
Okay, 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 okay.
Stewart.
Oh, no, so the basketball players are out. Here we go. This is what I like right here, yeah.
We're at round 3 here.
All right.
They're throwing basketballs at our opponents, trying to distract them. Round 3 here.
3 for 3, yes. Taking his time, pressure's on. That one looks good, it is. Wow. Oh, this is just classic. Okay, let's see who wins it. Oh no, the pressure.
The Jingle Bells choked him.
Okay, here we go. All she's got to do is sit back. If he misses it, that's it. There it is, yes! 100 doll hairs. That's what you like to see. There it is. Survive and advance. You love to see it. 6 minutes till the start of the second half, folks. We're going to take an audio timeout. We'll be back here in just a little bit. We'll recap the first half with the numbers. Welcome back to Kelso High School, ladies and gentlemen. Just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Kelso leads at 35-30 over Emerald Ridge at the break. Peyton Stewart leads the way for Kelso with 16 points. Hayden Yore next in line with 9. Easton Marshall with 6. Tyler Davis with 4. Only 4 Highlanders scoring in that first half. Michael Henderson held without a point, but he's another one of those options that can usually score the basketball. Tonight doing a better job rebounding and playing defense and facilitating the ball. For Emerald Ridge, Jamaze McGriff leads all scorers in the game with 17. Next closest is 3 players tied with 3 each. You got Blake Muhlenbrook with 3, Tony Harsty with 3, Calvantre White with 3, and then Jordan Bennett with 2, and Dominique Pace with 2 as well. 35-30 is the score at the break. Dominant second quarter, though, by Peyton Stewart overall. Not just scoring the basketball. He's been blocking shots and, doing it in different ways. Coming out as the help defense, getting back on defense as someone trailing the ball, and, just really selling out and doing a whole bunch of different things out here to be successful. Obviously rebounding the ball as well. It's put a lot of pressure on Jamaze McGriff defensively. McGriff with 2 personals, something to keep your eye on if you're an Emerald Ridge fan and supporter, and guy you definitely don't want to see have to go to the bench. Emerald Ridge will have possession, and the teams will switch ends of the floor. Emerald Ridge will now be working from right to left, Kelso left to right. And we are underway here in the second half. Kelso looking to get extended on the defense with the zone. Now running baseline to the corner is Bennett. Bennett skips it far side to Harsty. Harsty inside. Pace hits a J. So Dominique Pace now with 4. Nice little zone break there, working the baseline to the big man. And now we've got a kick ball violation. Shot clock will reset for Kelso. They'll take it out on the far side. Easton Marshall to inbound. Inbound goes to Yor. Yor catch and shoot, looks long, and it is. Good box out there by Pace. Bennett comes over and gets the rebound. Hesitation dribble, nice dive, Pace again. Just like that, it is a 1-point game. Emerald Ridge looking inspired out of the locker room. Henderson skips it. Harsty takes it away. 2-on-2 break. Harsty pulls up from 12. No. Offensive rebound putback. No. Yes, now. McGriff finishes on the second attempt. 3 looks at the basket there. It's a 6-0 run for ER. Stewart down low, triple team, still goes up over everybody and scores. Anytime that Emerald Ridge is able to take the lead, Kelso comes right back and reestablishes it. ER is only led by as many as 1, a couple different times here. Lob down low, catch by McGriff, but he's a little bit too far under the basket, misses the layup. Henderson with it now for Kelso into the front court. Gets a handoff from Stewart. Looking to reset up here. High post entry, kick near corner. Yor for 3, yes! Hayden Yor in double figures now with 12. Foul line kick near side. Bennett gets rid of it. Now back inside. McGriff turns and faces up. Jump pass. Bennett for 3. Short. Over the rim. Hagdahl with the rebound. Marshall picks up his dribble, nearly threw it to Henderson, who was well guarded from behind. Good decision there by Easton to eat that one. Henderson takes a dribble. Difficult shot missed. Hagdahl rejected. Long outlet up ahead. Harsty and Yor, a pair of number 5s, go up, and Yor deflects it out of bounds. Emerald Ridge will retain possession. Far block, no look pass by Harsty, finds Bennett. Bennett no good. Rebound again to Triton Hagdahl. Yor still with his dribble, puts it on the deck, swings it far side. Off the dribble, Marshall from 8 feet. Good defense there by McGriff to come out. Ball loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touched by Emerald Ridge. Michael Turner last to touch it. So Kelso will retain, but again, good help defense there by McGriff. Marshall dribbled in all the way to about the 8-foot mark. Marshall will inbound it. Yor fakes the pass to Henderson, rises up short. Ball out of bounds again. Turner, ooh, Yor was hanging by there, and Stewart even points in the Kelso direction, not going to matter. 5:08 to go, third quarter. ER with the ball. Lob down low. Nobody on pace as he's got 6 so far in the quarter, up to 8 in the game. 2-point game. Yor looking inside. Hagdahl gets it back out to Yor. Yor dangerous pass to Marshall at the elbow. Marshall, difficult step back short. And ball loose. McGriff is there with Marshall. McGriff took a hard spill, and he is slow to get up, and he's also going to pick up a personal foul for his efforts. That's going to be his third personal. Let's see if Coach Mullen is going to go to the bench here and not getting anybody up here. Takes a deep breath on the sideline, probably thinking it over, but hard to justify taking out your best player, and there he is getting his hand on the ball, deflected. ER just doesn't come up with the turnover there, but a good play. Long pass to make. Henderson inside. Hagdahl blocked, as you can see. McGriff is just so valuable. His outlet pass, though, deflected, and now it's out of bounds into the ER bench. But there's that athleticism by the 6'5 sophomore, Jamaze McGriff. Rises up. Might get a Dickie V call here tonight. Zone defense, ER looking to be patient here and break down the holes in the Kelso's defense here. And Stewart and Marshall go out to contest and foul while shooting. McGriff is going to head to the free throw line. 19 in the game for McGriff, looking for 20 here. Sure he'd be happy with 21, honestly. Misses the first. That last foul's on Marshall. It's his second. Alex Dieter checking in. And Stewart is going to check out. Marshall will check out innings into the game. So Stewart, with 2 points so far here in the third, will take a breather. Kelso playing again tomorrow night. 4:45 as McGriff does hit 20 now. And a pass stolen away. Harsty blocked by 5'9 Henderson, but a foul is called. Ooh. Henderson got up there, but too much contact. So Tony Harsty a chance to give ER the lead back. Hits the first. 4 points for Harsty. Again, a phenomenal wide receiver for Emerald Ridge football, as McGriff is going to check out here with 3:49 to go. Davis is going to sub in for Hagdahl Daniels. Tied up at 40 here. Harsty a chance to give ER a 1 point lead. And that one's off back iron. Rebound to Yor. Yor gets it to Henderson. And that one's out of bounds. Last to touch it is Dieter of Kelso. Kick far side, 3 up and off back iron. Pace though, long offensive rebound. Muhlenbrook loses the ball, grabs it, moans and groans. Official says deflected out of his hands. It's legal. Bounce pass. What a play there from Harsty to the cutter, Dominique Pace. Pace having a great third quarter. Now 8 points in the quarter. Yor for the lead back, short. Davis battling, and it's out of bounds. It's going to stay with Kelso. Easton Marshall is going to check back in for Michael Henderson. Innings to inbound for Kelso. Marshall grabbed a little bit by Harsty and then into contact, and they're going to call that one. Chase Dillon leaves his feet. Was straight up, but they're going to get the body, I think, here on Marshall. Kelso, their largest deficit of the game here, 42-40. Just a 2-point deficit. First free throw is off for Marshall. Marshall hits the second. Back down to a 1-point game here, 42-41. Again, the leading scorer of the game on the bench. Lob down low, catch, bucket. That's Chase Dillon. Largest lead of the game for Emerald Ridge. And we've got a stoppage here. And Henderson and Stewart are going to check back in. Not sure what the call was. I don't see a timeout. Subs after a made basket. That's not something that you've ever seen before. Kelso now trailing by 3, largest deficit. Good third quarter here for the Jags. Marshall off the dribble, nice move, shot no good. Innings battling Bennett though, comes in, swats it away and retrieves. Muhlenbrook uses his speed, tries to leave it off. Great defensive position by Marshall. Henderson, spin move, leave, shot by Innings is in. There's a big bucket for Kelso on the response. Fancy move there by Michael Henderson. Give him the dime. Innings with his first deuce. High post entry. Now near side, Bennett trying to drive past Dieter, does. Finds Dillon. Dillon challenges Stewart, and a foul is called late. Two shots coming up here for Chase Dillon. Oh, there we go. Blood was on the knee. Good call, Caden. I wasn't looking. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Free throw short and a little flat there. Dillon getting some pats on the back from his teammates. McGriff still on the bench here. This is a big sequence for Emerald Ridge. The next 157. Free throw is good by Dillon. Back out to a 2-point ER lead. Henderson for 3 in the lead. It rolls out. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by David Langston of Emerald Ridge. It's going to stay here. 1:39 left in the third. Yor will take it out, and checking in is Triton Hagdahl Daniel. Alex Dieter is going to check out. Henderson in the corner, catch and shoot 3 short. Triton Hagdahl, offensive rebound immediately making his presence felt. Yor for the lead. Yes! Hayden Yor. Few feet behind the line. 15 for Hayden. Kelso on top again by 1. Dillon off the dribble against Stewart, gets rid of it. Langston now picks it up, back to Dillon. Dillon blocked Stewart, but they don't pick it up. White picks it up in the paint and scores for ER. 5 in the game now for White, travel by Henderson. And Henderson pointing, saying that his foot was still on the floor. Kelso with the 1-point lead. Shot up and out. Mullenbrook thought he had it down. Henderson with it now for Kelso. Near corner, feed down low. Hagdahl misses. Stewart taps, trying to control, does control. And he goes up, smart. Had a couple of Jags near him and is going to earn a trip to the line. 33.6 left here in the third quarter, and Stewart will go to work. They got the score right here, 46-45. I'll have to double check here. Free throw good. I thought ER was up by 1 after the bucket by Calvantre White. Hey, you know. They've got the score 47-47 now. I figured that something was up. Stewart, next free throw rolls off. Back into the game. McGriff gets the rebound. McGriff near corner. Muhlenbrook for three, short. And the ball on the floor, dive to the floor, jump ball, and they want to stop that real quick because Stewart, one of those guys on the floor. Possession arrow favoring Kelso. They can hold for the final shot. 47-47, back and forth battle here in K-Town. Innings checks out. It's Dieter, Henderson, Yor, Stewart, and Hagdahl Daniel. Zone defense here by ER. High post, Hagdahl looking to turn and face. Ball fake, Henderson. Dieter, 2 on the clock. Henderson's got to get it up. He does. Looks good. No, it's a little long. That's going to do it for the third quarter. 47-47. What a ball game. I had a feeling that it'd be close, and it definitely is. Doesn't get any closer than tied up. Emerald Ridge with a 17-point third quarter. They outscored the Highlanders by 5. Kelso manages to put 12 on the board. Kelso undefeated on the season so far, 5-0, looking to keep that going. Emerald Ridge with a winning record at 4-3, obviously trying to not keep that going for Kelso. Jamaze McGriff with 20 in the game. Huge third quarter, though, by Dominique Pace, 6'2", junior forward for Emerald Ridge. Scores 8 in the period, 10 in the game. He's the only other Jaguar in double figures. Joe Kinch looking to get his guys focused and motivated here. It's going to be Emerald Ridge basketball as we begin the final quarter. Again, both teams in action tomorrow. Emerald Ridge at 1 o'clock will take on the Battleground Tigers. Kelso will take on Rogers of Puyallup at 4:45. High post kick. White might have had a shot, passes it up, and it's taken away by Hagdahl. White was looking to pass towards the top of the circle. Hagdahl using his length, generate a turnover here early in the quarter for Kelso. Henderson has a cutter at the high post, and it's Hagdahl. He goes to Marshall. Now Marshall skips it far side. Your ball fake, drives, slips, and it's on the floor, and I think it's off of ER. And it's going to be Kelso ball. It looked like it caught a foot of White potentially. We're going to get a sub. Tony Harsty is going to check back into the game, and White is going to sub out for ER. Henderson has Hagdahl go over to the corner. Skip pass far side, Marshall. Step back three at the shot clock, and we got a whistle. Shot clock violation. Great defense there by Emerald Ridge. 7:17 to go in the game, still tied at 47. Skip pass. Hagdahl gets his hands on it, throws it towards Henderson. Henderson throws it up, and nobody's home. Wasn't sure if he was thinking that there was a trailer or if that was just going to be a shot attempt. Either way, Emerald Ridge gets it back. Bennett into Hagdahl. It's a foul on the ground. Baseline out for ER. First foul of the quarter for Kelso. Three, Muhlenbrook. Yes, cash. 3-point lead for ER. Marshall slithers his way baseline, misses. Stewart says, I'll do this myself. Offensive rebound, scores it. 21 now for Peyton Stewart. Had a quiet third quarter. Kelso's got to look to go back into him as often as possible, especially with McGriff having 3 fouls. McGriff goes to work, gets underneath the block attempt of Stewart, and scores. 22 now for McGriff. Nice feed down low. Patience, count the, no, it rolls off for Peyton Stewart. See who they got this foul on here. It's going to go on Blake Muhlenbrook, his first. 6:05 left in the game. Stewart with 21, looking for 22 here. And the first one no good off the back iron. Dominique Pace checks back in for Emerald Ridge. Stewart splits a pair, now 22. Harsty, no look pass inside. Hagdahl was looking, got his hand in the passing lane, stolen away. He's been all over the place defensively here in the fourth. Marshall in the corner being guarded by Pace, skips it out. Hagdahl comes and gets it near wing, now top of the circle. Beyond the volleyball line is Yor. Yor gets rid of it to Henderson. Henderson has it deflected. Bennett gets his hands on it, and now coming in behind is Harsty. Harsty bodies into Henderson, no call, and Henderson holds his ground. Now brings it up himself, passes it down low. Stewart up in front of McGriff, and McGriff has to go straight up. Doesn't want to pick up a fourth foul. Tie ball game. Henderson playing big on that last possession for Kelso, and that's going to be a kick ball. Side out, far side for ER. 24 for Stewart in the ball game. Dime to Henderson. What a game it's been so far here at Kelso. Everybody's treated. My man Jesse Morris is watching. I like to see that. Slanging some cars for Dick Hanna Toyota. Looking for a deal. Go see Jesse Morris. Muhlenbrook gets in front of the defender, Henderson. Far pass, out of bounds. Harsty can't control it. Right over on the far sideline in front of the entourage for Kelso's all-time league scorer and universally known best player ever, Shaw Anderson. Sorry, Jesse. Hagdahl tries a three, no good. Rebound McGriff. McGriff galloping out in front, takes it himself. Block, count the bucket, and one. They say Marshall is going to pick up the foul, but there's that athleticism for the sophomore McGriff. Just turned on the jets, got downhill and attacked the basket. 24 in the game. Him and Stewart having a good old-fashioned duel here, each with 24, and it's a 2-point lead for ER at the moment. Largest lead in the game has been 9 points, and it's for Kelso at 29-20. And we've got a timeout, and it's going to be a timeout Emerald Ridge. We're going to keep it right here with the Jaguars, who have a 3-point lead. McGriff with 25. leading all scorers. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here in just a second. Fans, this is where you can find us on YouTube, on X, and Facebook. You can rewatch the games at any time. You can also pinch and zoom in on YouTube if you're on a device. That's pretty cool, by the way, if you can't see things close enough about how I'm filming it. You can go back and zoom in and see it as close as you want. But please be sure to follow on social media. It's where you're going to see all of our game links, like the one that we're going to have out tomorrow for the game at 4:45 between Rogers and Kelso here in this gymnasium. We will not have the undercard between Battleground and Emerald Ridge, but they will be here too. You can probably watch that on the NFHS robot camera that they have here. Back to action. 4:30 left in the game. Kelso trails by 3 with the ball. Henderson sets his feet for the tie. It's short. Rebound far side Marshall. Marshall picks up his dribble, far baseline, needs some help, and he's bumped, and he's going to get a foul bailout here. A little bit of contact. Michael Turner over there defensively.
Fouls on Turner, his second.
Turner a starter with no points here so far tonight. Marshall inbounds it to Henderson. Your double team momentarily. Zone defense here by ER. High post entry, kick out. Henderson, quick trigger for 3, no good. Stewart gets his own gets the rebound, goes up, counts the bucket and one. 26 for Peyton Stewart. Chance to tie. I know that they're playing zone and they're fronting him and they're playing behind him, but man, got to figure out a way to get this man the basketball down low. He has just been an absolute problem tonight. And ties the game. 55-55, double nickels on both sides with 4 to go. Lob down low, nobody on pace. Stewart comes over late, blocked by Hagdahl. Blocked again, but a foul is called, and both of them can't believe it. Look pretty clean here from my vantage point.
Foul on Hagdahl-Daniels.
They're going to get Hagdahl-Daniels on the foul. So Pace at the line for 2. He had 8 in the third quarter. And he hits the first. I believe this is his first trip to the line. 11 in the game. ER on top by 1. Perfect. Pace with a pair. ER leading by a pair here. 57-55. You're in front of Coach Kinch, dead with the ball, throws it away. Tough defense extended there by ER. Kelso's got to buckle down on defense here. Emerald Ridge has been doing a good job being patient, looking for the creases and the openings in the Kelso zone defense. Both teams playing zone against each other here tonight. Lob down low, here it is. McGriff shoulders in, blocked by Stewart. Looking for contact, there was a little, but no call. Outlet near side, Yor dribbling in the corner, trying to get out. Picks up, now finds Henderson. Henderson tries a dangerous pass. You gotta be careful here on the skips because if McGriff is in the area, he's got a lot of length and athleticism. Kelso's got to take care of the ball here in this situation because they've got 4 fouls. Next one is going to put ER on the line for 2. There's no 1-and-1 free throws. Henderson fake handoff drives, count the bucket, and 1. Michael Henderson might be saving his best for last here. His first points of the ball game, and we got a player down. Pace came over, and he is not feeling good. He is laying belly down on the baseline, and now McGriff is going to come over and check on him. I wonder if I think he caught a knee into the chest area there, and he is still down, and you hope that it's just the wind knocked out of him, but nobody's attending to him except for McGriff, and now Coach Mullen is going to take a walk over there and check on him, and got a personnel member here at Kelso peeping in. He's got his hand over his mouth as well, and I'm not sure what we got, but we got A bucket. Oh, no, we could have some. Oh, yeah. Well, could have some vomiting here, kind of taking a gut shot, but speculation. They've got 30.3 on the clock. That's not correct. It's got to be 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Yep. Huge bucket by Michael Henderson. Don't forget, he's going to be at the free throw line here after this. But, man, I tell you what, Michael Henderson playing like a man here tonight. And paces up and claps a couple of times, jogging to the sideline. He's going to have to check out. We'll see what Emerald Ridge wants to do here to have someone take his spot. Looks like they're going to go with Bennett, McGriff, Muhlenbrook, Harsty, and Michael Turner.
One shot for Mike Henderson.
And Henderson now at the free throw line for the lead, and it's in. Each team with 4 team fouls. We do have an official's timeout at the moment at the scorer's table. And so Kelso's been reduced to 3 team fouls on the scoreboard. So that's pretty big. Speaking of which, I guess I didn't have the scoreboard turned on for everybody. My bad. Now we can actually see what's going on here. Dump down low, shot is good. First bucket for Turner. Back out to a 1-point ER lead. Rotation, corner, Hagdahl passes up a shot. Henderson jabs, and off the dribble, gets rid of it. Marshall penetrates, a little jump stop in the lane, floater no good. McGriff with the rebound. 2:12 left in the game. Lob down low, shot missed by Turner. Rebound, Yore. Pass intended, stolen away. Bennett breakaway, lays it in safely. That is a 3-point advantage now for ER. Big defensive play there by Jordan Bennett. Kelso's got to take care of the basketball. And now a foul's going to be called, and this is going to put Marshall on the free throw line for Kelso. 1:49 left in the game. Marshall steps up and hits the first 8 in the game. Pace is back in. Turner will check out. And that one's off, but a rebound by Kelso. New life. Hagdahl Daniels with the board. Now Marshall enters it somehow. Stewart goes up and misses it somehow. Ooh, right at the cup. That is tough. 1:32 to go in the game. Harsty gets behind Henderson. Kick for 3. Muhlenbrook no good. Harsty able to get there, though, and get the offensive rebound. Now a drop off McGriff. McGriff fouled, and he goes far side, and will head to the line for 2. 1:14 to go in the ball game. Peyton Stewart called for the foul. It's his second. 4th team foul on the Highlanders. Yikes. Stewart had a chance to tie on the other end. He's had such a great game. McGriff hits the first 26 now for Jameis McGriff. Lead out to 3. Big one here. Hits it. Whistle. Timeout, Emerald Ridge. It's going to be a full charge timeout. So Kelso wants to put their best play together here to see if they can cut into the lead. Fouling a tough option here. Obviously, you're going to think about doing it when the time is right, but what a ball game it's been here at Kelso High School today. 63-59 currently. Emerald Ridge on top. Battle here between the bigs, McGriff and Stewart, both with 27 points. And this sophomore McGriff giving up probably 70 pounds of weight to the Michigan State offensive line commit, Peyton Stewart. Hayden Yours got 15, Marshall with 8, Henderson with 3. Kelso not going as deep into the bench here in the fourth quarter. Highlander basketball, 1:14 to go in the game. Both teams will be in the bonus. Full court press here by Emerald Ridge. Long pass, gets it across for Kelso. Marshall gets it now. Marshall gets a screen, finds Yor head fake, good closeout. And now this ball is thrown into the backcourt, picked up by Bennett. ER can slow it up and use some time here. 50 seconds to go. And the shot clock never started. So let's see what they're going to do on the shot clock here. But, man, tough play there. You're unable to find a teammate. They got 26 on the shot clock. Dieter is in there instead of Henderson here. So there's going to be a 24-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Let's see. And we got a foul here in the backcourt. Harsty is going to head to the free throw line. So Joe Kinch electing to go with the foul here and force Harsty to hit both free throws. Gives Kelso a chance to get possession back fairly early, obviously. Harsty's first is good. 5 in the game, matching his jersey number. Henderson right back in for Dieter for Kelso. Big free throw here. And it's good for Tony Harsty. 6 now for Harsty, and it's a 6-point lead for Emerald Ridge. Long pass deflected, nearly stolen. Stewart, one dribble, goes up and lays that one in. Timeout after the made basket by Joe Kinch. 29 now for Stewart, leading all scorers in the game. Lead cut down to 4. Kelso did not have to use a lot of time to get that basket. Hoping for a steal potentially on the inbound, force a 10-second clock violation. But we're going to be back here tomorrow, folks, 4:45 p.m. Appreciate all the support. And, folks, if you're interested, throw me a Venmo. I prefer a Venmo over a PayPal. But, hey, PayPal works as well at N2 Media. If you like what you see and want to see more of it, keep the big man fed and the gas tank full. That's saying a lot these days. But $1 here, $1 there, 1,000 here, 1,000 there. Either way you go, anywhere in between. Mucho appreciated. $65-61 as we are just about ready to get back to action. It'll be Emerald Ridge basketball after the timeout. And we got a foul immediately. So McGriff will head to the free throw line for 2. Not sure if that was the idea, was to try to foul immediately when you have a guy double teamed in the corner. But either way, sometimes things happen. And again, you got to make these free throws. And the first one, yeah, kind of just slipped out of McGriff's hands a little bit on the way out. Stewart will sub back in. Now that I see that Stewart's subbing in, fouling might have been the strategy there because Why would you leave him out there if you're planning on playing the defense? And that one rolls off. McGriff can't hit either of them. Kelso with life. Love to see him just get a 2 and maybe force a call, and they got to pick up the pace, though, here. Stewart gets rid of it. Henderson for 3, and it looks off, and it is, but Marshall's underneath the basket, finds Henderson again from the corner, and that one's no good. Pushing the back, no call. Hagdahl gets it and goes up. Timeout after the bucket. 15.9 left in the game. Take advantage of the situation when you can. First bucket for Triton, Hagdahl, Daniel. Now the students who made it here on Kelso break, getting into it. With 15.9 to go, and Kelso not able to advance the ball. Fouling on the last inbound. You got to assume that's going to be the strategy again so they can preserve as much time as possible. And if you're Emerald Ridge, I mean, obviously it just comes down to the simple things here. Get the ball inbounded in a decent spot to a decent free throw shooter and step up and make 2 and get out of here with a win. At least make 1 of 2. Force Kelso to hit a 3 and go to OT. At this point, if you're Emerald Ridge, you probably aren't going to be contesting much at the rim to avoid the potential and 1 opportunity for Kelso. Let's see how this one plays out. And this one goes into Pace. Pace gets rid of it, but a foul is going to be called. Harsty received it. So a long walk for Dominique Pace. So the post players are the ones taking these free throws here late. Harsty, one of the guards, stepped up and hit 2 just about a minute or so ago in game clock time. It's been about 5-6 minutes in real time, though, but here we go. Dominique Pace, 6'2", junior forward with 12 in the game. Settling in at the line, it hits the first big free throw. Stewart back in now for rebounding purposes. And, of course, his offense could be badly needed if they want to get an easy bucket. 13.5 left in the game. Kelso's going to have to move quickly. And that one rolls off. An opportunity here for Kelso. I don't think that they're going to go for the 2. I think they're going to find a 3-point opportunity here. And he's there. Marshall for the tie, and it's no good. Fell down, no call. Rebound, ER, and that is going to do it. 2.4 left in the ball game. Marshall hoping to get the call on a little contact after the shot.
Pace to shoot 2.
Pace back at the line. Hits the first and ices the game. Now 14 for Dominique Pace, 67-63. What a ball game here at Kelso High School. 2.4 to go unless there's a rebound and a 4-point play available, which there's not. That is going to do it. Full court heave. Buzzer sounds. Emerald Ridge wins a back and forth game here at Kelso. 68-63. Tremendous game between 2 tough teams here as Kelso suffers its first defeat of the season. They are now 5-1 overall. Emerald Ridge improves to 5-3 after the win. This is a game, though, that is going to help Kelso out long term, playing an athletic team from a 4A league in the South Puget Sound. They just played Bethel, and it's a good challenge for Kelso to take on these teams, and they're going to play a lot of good teams when it comes time in the postseason if Kelso's fortunate enough to get there, which they've got a very competitive team and good chance to win the league championship or, possibly go even further than that when it comes to the by-districts and playoffs. But nothing to hang their heads about here at home. Suffering a loss is, usually bound to happen in basketball, especially when you challenge yourself with the opponents that you're going to play. And Kelso's got no time to feel sorry for themselves, as they're going to be back here tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. taking on Rogers of Puyallup, same league, 4A opponent. So, Kelso's got to flush this one and come back ready to go tomorrow night. Big performance tonight for the big man, Peyton Stewart of Kelso. 29 points. I wish I had his rebounding and block shot statistics, but no joke. I mean, I'm thinking he's in the neighborhood of about 11 to 12 boards with 6 block shots. A huge effort tonight for Peyton Stewart. He's our player of the game for the Kelso Hilanders. Hayden Yor comes in second with 15 points for Kelso, and then Easton Marshall with 8. Michael Henderson with 3. Tyler Davis with 4. Briar Iddings and Triton Hagdahl Daniel with 2 apiece. Kelso 63 tonight at home in the loss. And for Emerald Ridge, player of the game, pretty easy, Jameis McGriff. He ends up having 27, the sophomore 6'5" forward, doing big things here tonight on the road against a tough player in Peyton Stewart. Dominique Pace had 2 points at halftime, ends with 13 points in the second half, 8 of those in the third quarter. Big effort for Pace to come in second and provide that spark for Emerald Ridge there in the third quarter. Tony Harsty and Blake Muhlenbrook with 6 each. Jordan Bennett with 4. Calvantre White with 5, including a buzzer beater in the first quarter. Michael Turner with 2. Chase Dillon with 3. Your total scoring for Emerald Ridge in the win, 68 points, and it is a 5-point victory here on the road against Kelso. Again, the Highlanders are back at it tomorrow night. 4:45, I should say late afternoon, early evening, but be sure to come on back tomorrow night, folks, and check out Kelso versus Rogers at 4:45. Should be another really good matchup, and then that's going to take us into the Christmas vacation break for us. Tomorrow will be our last live stream broadcast until the first of the year. So if you're not going to be back tomorrow, that's okay. I appreciate you watching today. Just make sure that you're following my YouTube channel. I don't care if you ever watch another game, but it helps me tremendously just by subscribing to my channel and gives me an opportunity to get monetized with YouTube. So thank you guys for all of you do and watching the games and sharing it with friends and family and commenting, liking, following, all that good stuff. So if you're not going to make it back tomorrow, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if you are going to make it back tomorrow, I'll say that again to you after the game between Rogers and Kelso, 4:45 tomorrow. On behalf of N2 Media, this is Nick Sisson saying so long from Kelso. Emerald Ridge wins at 68-63. Back at it tomorrow. Hope to see you guys all then, and have a great evening.